So in question 4, Joshua is investigating the daily total rainfall in Herne, and we're asked to explain why he needs to clean the data first. Now, because this is rainfall, we want to make a mention of trace data. Basically, our answer for this, for the 1 mark, is that trace data needs to be converted into numbers. Just a couple of notes on this question. First of all, trace data applies to rainfall specifically in the larger data set. It is used when total daily rainfall is less than 0.05 millimetres. It's not applied to any of the other variables. Second note, in this mark scheme, usually to deal with this trace data, you can say we can just round it to 0, because anything that is less than 0.05 would round to 0 to 1 decimal place. Okay, so that's how we would deal with it. Round our trace data to 0. We've then got numerical values for within our calculations. Now finally, in this mark scheme, there are no marks awarded at all here for discussing not available data, missing data, or any anomalies. The key thing here, cleaning the data here, is that rainfall will have trace data in it. In part B, we are asked to estimate the upper quartile of the daily total rainfall from this table. So if I want the upper quartile, first of all, I want to know how many there are altogether. Sigma F is 184. The upper quartile is going to be 3/4 of the way into that data. Now here, particularly because it is total rainfall and it is continuous data, this rainfall is continuous, I'm just going to look for 3/4 of the way along my data. So the position of my upper quartile here is 3/4 of 184. I'm looking for the 138th value. Now, if you did 3/4 of n plus 1, 184 plus 1, you would be looking for the 138.75 fifth value. That's fine, as long as you're consistent all the way through, you would still get full marks on this question. But generally here, because our data here is continuous, we would just take 3/4 of n of the total frequency. Okay, so I want where the 138th value is, and I can see I've got 131 up to this point, up to my rainfall of 1.0. So I need 7 values from the next group. I need to sort of go 7/24 into that next group and figure out how much of this I'm taking. So 7/24 of that class gives me 1.16 millimetres, and I'm going to go 1.16 millimetres into that class. So the upper quartile for my rainfall is the 1.0, which got me to there, plus 1.16 of that class. So 2.16 recurring, or 2.17.